What American voters think about wildlife. We begin with humble request to subscribe to our YouTube channel Save Wildlife and follow us on Facebook and TikTok to support our initiative on wildlife. This story was written by Amy Joy O'Donoghue in desertnews.com and brought to you by Professor Salim, who is an ecologist. A new poll that tapped at least 400 registered voters in each of the 8 western states surveyed shows residents are putting a top priority on clean air, clean water, conservation of natural spaces, and combating the incidence of extreme wildfires. Colorado College's 14th annual Conservation in the West poll found a great deal of agreement in a nation that has become hyper-polarized over the issue of protecting wild places, preserving wildlife migration corridors, and doing more to ensure the availability of a clean water supply. There may be a lot that divides voters across the country, but in the West there is nearly universal consensus in favor of conservation, said Katrina Miller-Stevens, director of the State of the Rockies Project and associate professor at Colorado College. Not only do voters prefer conservation when asked how public lands and water should be utilized, but issues involving water, air, land, and wildlife are top of mind when they make their voting decisions. The poll released earlier this week stressed that a majority of voters view issues like loss of habitat and declining fish and wildlife populations, inadequate and polluted water supplies, microplastics, uncontrollable wildfires, air pollution, loss of pollinators, and loss of natural spaces as extremely or very serious problems in their state. 66% of voters think the effects of climate change in their state over the past 10 years are significant. Utah voters know firsthand the impacts of extreme temperature swings, with record-setting heat, a region mired in decades-long drought, threats to water availability, and even the impact of too much water with flash floods. While Utah has enjoyed a mostly temperate wildfire season over the last couple of years, wildfires from out of state are severely impacting air quality. Across the board, survey participants in the 8 states, 78, want more emphasis placed on conserving wildlife migration routes, providing highway crossings, and limiting more development to protect wildlife habitats, compared to 20 of voters who want more emphasis on economically productive uses of land such as new development, roads, ranching, or oil and gas production. A study last fall found that collisions in 11 western states cost us $1.6 billion a year, and in Utah the costs are a staggering us $150 million. In 2018, Utah completed construction of a $5 million wildlife overpass on I-80 in busy Parley's Canyon. Animals were being killed at record rates. Close to 24 different wildlife species have been documented crossing the bridge that spans the 6-lane interstate. Utah was actually the first state in the country to put in a wildlife crossing with an overpass installed in 1975 on I-15 near Beaver.